All right, what's up? I'm back with another video. Now, this is kind of following up on yesterday's video. Today, this morning, I was actually going to make a video on libertarianism and why I'm not a libertarian, but by 4:30 in the afternoon almost, that has morphed into a video on why everyone's being manipulated by the media, even the new non-mainstream, mainstream alternative, but it's not the alternative because now they have more viewers than the mainstream media. Political news. Now, as you can see here, that you probably have not heard of because everybody's still talking about that stupid person that tried to run over a cop with a car and then got shot. Yeah, they're stupid. Okay, not news. It's only news if you only care about the Republicans and the Democrats. Right, okay. So, 2 people were shot outside of a church today. Oh my effing god. No, it's gonna fucking blow up my computer. Hold up 1 second. Okay. Yeah, and 6 were injured. So it's a mass shooting. Right. Didn't find the suspects. But you're supposed to be worried about an idiot at a protest. An idiot lesbian is the biggest news in the country right now when people are getting shot outside their churches. Mass shootings at church. I'm sorry, a church to me is more like you shouldn't be getting shot there. At a protest, yeah, you're an idiot. They're there. They bring like rubber bullets and guns. There's cops there. The whole concept of a protest is like the stupidest thing. Let's set a date to tell, and then all the counter protesters show up and all the cops show up and everybody shows up and it's like 3 feet away from the protest. There's literally nothing going on. Like there's nothing going on. But right there at the protest where everyone's filming, it's like everyone's in each other's face and the cops are there. And it's like the most retarded thing on planet Earth right now. Going to a protest. Right? But you haven't heard anything about the freaking what happened to mass shootings? Oh, you haven't heard anything about the mass shooting at a church yet, though. Haven't heard anything about that because, got to keep up with the news, though. Right, you're gonna do a 3-hour live stream on that because it's rage bait. Look, whatever you might think about the Mormons, it's a church. They're worshiping their God. They don't deserve to be getting shot. People shouldn't be getting shot anywhere, but obviously, I'm not even gonna read this article because it doesn't matter. No one's gonna care about this one because it doesn't play into the political game. It doesn't play into getting votes for Republicans or getting votes for Democrats. It's just a regular news story about people getting shot. Right. So, that's that. The other thing I want to talk about in this video is why haven't we seen any of this for any of the people that Trump said that he was going to do this to, even though one of his best friends had this happen to him.
This is what happened this morning before sunrise, just before 6 a.m., when Roger Stone, longtime Trump
the cops
associate
rolling up on
advisor, was
Roger
taken into
Stone
custody by the FBI. There's a
for
moment
some
of
legal
audio on here that I want to play for everyone
bullshit,
because this is
indiscretions.
what the first sounds that Roger Stone
But
woke
Fauci,
up to this morning was the FBI
Fauci can do
pounding
whatever he
on
wants.
his door and shouting this. I want to just play
All the
this for a
people in
moment.
the media that told us that there was weapons of mass destruction and that we had to go to Afghanistan and Iraq and all these other places, and now we got to bomb this country and bomb that country, right? Straight up lying to your face. You got get caught. affecting millions of people's
And you
lives
point
at a
out that
time.
when the second time when they say FBI warrant,
But
you'd like to know if that meant
Roger
search
Stone did some
warrant or
paperwork
arrest warrant.
wrong,
I mean,
or
it's
he
clear there's an arrest
freaking
warrant because
talked
he's
to
been
a Russian
indicted.
politician
and
once.
The question I think is, did they serve another warrant, a search warrant at the same time? You know, we'll know that I think probably soon enough. If the agents stayed and went into the
Guys
house
like
and spent time there, the answer
60-something
will be
years old,
probably
70 years
yes.
old.
If
They need
all left
this
when
many
they
cops to arrest Roger
when
Stone.
they took Stone
Are you
out,
fucking
then the
kidding
answer is
me?
probably no.
You also have been pouring through. Hang on one second, David. You've also been pouring through this, and just so people know maybe why the
He's
FBI
pretty
showed up
healthy
in
for a
force.
guy his
They
age,
allege
but come on.
high-level obstruction here by Roger Stone. The extents he went
Yes.
to lie and
You don't remember
deceive and
this?
to
Oh,
dodge
but Trump
and
said
to
he was going
tamper
to do
according
this
to
to the people that we didn't
extraordinary.
like.
Joining us
Right.
now is CNN producer David Shortell. He was on the scene when this happened in Fort
They'll
Lauderdale.
do it to us.
Everything that
They have
that,
no problem
transpired this morning.
actually sending actual cops to your house
Wearing tactical vests and with large weapons
to
fanned
get you.
out across his front
when
lawn.
you do the things
One
that in their
went up to the
worldview are
house and
wrong.
rapped on the
They
door,
don't care.
shined
They
a
will send them.
flashlight inside. Said FBI.
Did the paperwork
open the door.
wrong?
Moments later,
They don't care.
as you heard in the video, it said FBI warrant. That's what the agent said. We then saw FBI agents
Let's look at
fanned
some
out
more
across his
footage
lawn
of
silently
Roger Stone being
before they
raided
shined that flashlight in, and then
over
first
like
started
the
shouting,
paperwork
FBI, open
and
the door.
bullshit.
Roger Stone appeared to surrender without any issue.
Absolutely. I mean, when the
Look
FBI
at this guy. Where
takes
you
this
going,
approach,
man?
it's because they think
Where's
there's a
that guy
possibility
jogging to?
of
Like,
the arrest
so we got to
not
get
going
Roger
smoothly. I mean,
Stone.
that's
Oh
why
my!
they
It's
take
like,
all of those
yeah, it's like
precautions. But
Roger
what's so
Stone and Arnold
fascinating is that
Schwarzenegger are
we've
basically like the same. Like,
Surrender.
it's just the
This
same
very
like footage
different.
over and over. This
Absolutely.
weirdo
No,
guy
this
running,
is
trying to.
remarkable. But we're
It's like, oh,
watching
we're gonna
on
get
the other
him.
side of our
We're
screen
gonna
there.
get
It's
Roger.
remarkable to see how Roger Stone was taken into
Like, come
custody
on,
this
man. Like,
morning
are you serious?
after being indicted on these 7 counts. When the FBI
I think
yelled,
this
the
is
audio
what
that you
people were
caught
waiting for
on the
like
microphones
Fauci
where they
and
say,
all these people that
FBI,
brought
open
these
the door,
false
and then the next
charges
thing they
against
said, well,
Trump
I'll
and
play it
the
for you,
false
and then I wanna
charges
ask you a
against the
question about it. Listen
J6
to this audio.
people. Right. But we haven't seen any of that. I mean, obviously the people with the Epstein file, they're all irrelevant now. This would have been great in the 90s when Alex Jones was talking about it. When he was like, yeah, I got all the information.
Next,
Here's
the second
Clinton.
thing they say is
Here's
FBI
the girls.
warrant. Do you have any sense on
Here's
whether
what they're
that
doing with
was
the girls.
an
Here's
arrest
where
warrant
they're
or a
doing it with
search
the
warrant,
girls.
and whether or not they are now inside his home searching for things?
And they should have went there and
Yeah, Allison,
did
you can actually
this
see behind me. That's
to
the block
Epstein
where it all
then. But instead, no, they did nothing. They let him out of jail. They put him in a
And you
minimum
point out that
security
when the
jail where
second
he
time
only
when
had to
they say
show up
FBI
on
warrant,
weekdays,
you'd
like
to
from
know if
9
that
to
meant
5,
search
and then he
warrant
could
or
leave
arrest warrant.
I mean, it's
and
clear
go back
there's
to his
an
private
arrest warrant
island
because he's
and
been
then
indicted,
show up again
and the
like
question, I
a
think,
week
is, did they-
later from
did
like
they
9 to
serve
5. Like,
another
what?
warrant, a search warrant at the
Bruh.
same time. You know, we'll know that I think
Bruh.
probably soon enough. If the
But then
agents
Roger
stayed
Stone
and went into the house and spent
and
time
his
there, the
wife,
answer will be
like,
probably
2 a.m.
yes.
raid.
If they all left when they took Stone out, then the answer is probably no.
You also have been pouring through.
fully
Hang on one second, David.
armed
You've also been pouring through this.
with
and just so people
automatic
know maybe
machine
why
guns
the
and
FBI showed
bulletproof
up in force.
vests.
They allege
I mean, I'm sure
high-level
Roger owns a
obstruction
few
here by Roger
firearms,
Stone.
but
The
geez.
extent he went
Yes.
to lie and deceive and to dodge and to tamper, according to this indictment.
Like, this is
An
what people
advisor
were
was taken
waiting
into
for.
custody by the FBI. There's
Not
a moment of
when,
audio on
oh,
here that I
lock
want to
her
play
up,
for
lock her
everyone.
up. And
This
then
is
it's like,
what the first sound that Roger
Hillary,
Stone woke
she's
up
cool.
to
She's a
this
nice
morning
lady.
was the FBI pounding
She's a nice
on
lady.
his door and shouting this. I want to just play this for a moment.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can't even be mad at me. You can't even be mad at me for not believing what you got to say anymore. You can't even be mad at me. Like, just one of these. Like, they don't even have to go to jail, for real. Like, just do
And you
this
point
to
out
one
that
of
when
them so
the
people
second
like
time when they
think
say
at least
FBI
you
warrant,
like
you'd like to
after
know
we
if that meant
seen this
search
happen to
warrant
Roger
or
Stone
arrest
and a
warrant.
bunch
I mean,
of other
it's clear
people.
There's an arrest warrant.
Not to
because he's
mention
been
all the
indicted,
J6 people.
And the question I think
Right.
is, did they serve another
People
warrant,
in
a search
England
warrant at the same time?
getting
we'll know
arrested
that, I
for
think, probably
saying
soon
that they
enough.
don't
If the
wanna be
agents
raped
stayed and went into the house
on
and
Twitter.
spent time there, the answer will be probably yes. If they all left when they took
And it's like,
Stone
I
out,
mean-
then the answer is probably no.
Like I'm saying, you don't even have to. You don't even have to put Fauci in jail. Just do this to him. I think people just want to see him get arrested, get put in handcuffs, read his rights,
He went.
Yes.
like a
To
normal
lie
human
and
being would have
deceive
to
and to
do
dodge
if
and to
they
tamper
harmed
according to this indictment.
thousands or
extraordinary.
millions of people.
Joining us now is CNN producer David Shortell. He was on the scene. Moment
Like,
of
you see what I'm
audio
saying?
on
Like,
here
it's
that I
not
want to
that
play for
hard.
everyone
It's
because
not that
this is
hard to
what
just
the first sounds
go
that Roger
over and just
Stone
make it
woke up to
give
this morning
the
was
show.
FBI
Like, obviously, this is
pounding on
kind of
his door
BS too.
and shouting
Not saying that
this.
they
I wanna
didn't
just
do
play
stuff
this
to
for a
Roger
moment.
Stone, but you know, how is CNN there with the freaking cops? Like, obviously, CNN got tipped off that they're there right at the exact same time as this is going down. This is all premeditated. It's all a show. It's not like this is like news, live news, and they're just happy
And
to
you
be on the
pointed out that
scene
when
in
the second
downtown.
time when they say
We're at
FBI
Fort
warrant,
Lauderdale
I would
at
like to
Roger
know if
Stone's
that
house, in the front of
search
Roger
warrant
Stone's
or
house.
arrest warrant.
I mean, it's clear there's an arrest warrant because he's been indicted. And the question I think is, did they serve
Like,
another
you see what I'm
warrant, a
saying?
search
You
warrant at the
don't
same time?
have to
we'll know
actually
that, I
put
think, probably
Fauci in
soon
jail
enough. If the
forever,
agents stayed
even though that would be
and went into
great.
the house and spent
But
time there, the answer will be
just
probably
make
yes.
it look
If
like
they
you
all
even
left when
think
they
that
took,
it's possible
when
that
they
it could
took
possibly
Stone
happen.
out, then the answer is probably no.
Because
You know,
right
it's
now,
not just
people
pouring
just
through. Hang on
believe
one second,
that
David.
these
You've
people
also
are
been pouring through this,
untouchable,
and just so
that they
people
can
know
go
maybe why
around
the FBI
handing
showed
out
force. They had, like,
freaking
high-level
vaccines
obstruction
that
here by
harm
Roger Stone.
people.
The extent he went
Yes.
to
And
lie
they
and
just get away
deceive
with
and
it,
to dodge and to
even
tamper,
after
according to
it's
this indictment,
admitted
is
that
extraordinary.
it caused harm.
Joining us now is CNN
100%
producer
admitted
David
they can just get
Shortell.
away
He
with
was
it. But
on the
Roger
scene
Stone,
when
if he
this
does the
by
paperwork
the
wrong,
FBI, there's a moment of audio
if he takes,
on
if
here
he
that I
if he
want to
looks
play for
over
everyone
towards
because
the
this is
east,
what
to,
the
or I'm
first
sorry, towards the
sounds that
west,
Roger Stone
towards
woke
Russia
up
for a
to
little too
this
long.
morning was the FBI pounding
It says St.
on his
Petersburg
door
somewhere.
and shouting
You know,
this.
oh,
I
I've
wanna
been to
just play
St.
this for a
Petersburg. I've been
moment.
to St. Petersburg, Florida, bro. I've been to St. Petersburg. They're at his house, right? Oh, we heard you were in St. Petersburg, right? But I'm supposed to believe
Was taken into custody by the FBI. There's a moment of audio
whatever
on
you're
here
saying,
that I
right?
want to play for everyone.
I don't think so. And I'm supposed to care about the what's it called thing. I'm supposed to care about the freaking protester trying to run over a cop and then getting shot. I don't care. These people got shot at church. 2 people, 6 injured. I know. Some people are going to say it's fake. But the fact that they're not reporting on it kind of makes me think that this has really happened, because no one's reporting on it. Everyone's reporting on the thing that happened yesterday, 2 days ago, because that's political. That's going to sway people's votes towards the Republicans or the Democrats. Oh, a civil war. A civil war is going to break out. It's not. It's not going to break out. A civil war is not going to break out. Not today, at least. But it might if you people keep playing up the divide. Playing up the divide between the Republicans and Democrats for votes. It's like Biggie and Tupac. West Coast versus East Coast. Crips versus Bloods. Red versus blue. Keep playing up the divide. Right? I'm supposed to care about that. But to me, this is more, because I'm not going to be at a protest. I'm not going to be at church either, but seems like more like what normal people do. Normal people go to church. They stand outside their church. See what I'm saying? Oh, maybe it's black people stuff. Who knows? That's probably why they're not reporting on it. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching if you did. If you didn't, you won't hear this. But anyway, have a good day and peace.